Shalom. This is the seventh video, the seventh shiur on Sefer Bamidbar. We're going to examine a machlokas rishonim and see how we can best understand it. We're going to be looking at Sedrat Shelach. This is Parak Yud Gimel, pasuk beis of Sefer Bamidbar. We're going to read the pasuk together, and then we're going to look at a fascinating machlokas between Rashi and the Sforno. So let's look at pasuk beis and let's read. This is Hashem talking to Moshe, and he says as follows: Shlach lecha anashim v'yisur es eretz Canaan asher ani nosein livnei Yisrael. Send forth spies, men, to look at the land of Eretz Canaan. This is when Bnei Israel had yet to enter the land, and Hashem is telling Moshe to send spies to look at the land that I am giving to Bnei Israel. Ish echad l'matei avosav, one person from every tribe. Kol nasi behem, the leaders of each tribe should go. Those should be the people that are sent to look at the land. Now, Rashi and the Sforno notice something interesting. It's actually one of the most popular questions asked on this pasuk. It says, Shlach lecha, you should send to you. It's very weird language. It doesn't really work well. So the question is, what does the pasuk really mean? So Rashi says as follows. Let's look at Rashi. This is the second divrei maskal, Shlach lecha. Not the first. It's about, in the Torah Chaim Chumash, it's about 3 lines down. Shlach lecha l'da'atcha, Rashi says, quoting Chazal, meaning that this is your own idea. Send them. I'm not. This is your idea, Moshe. Ani eini mitzav lecha. I'm not commanding you. Hashem says to do this. Im tirtza shlach. Right. If you want to, then go ahead and send. But this is definitely not a command that Hashem is giving. Right. What's the idea? He says, Lefi shabo Yisrael v'amru nishacha anashim lefanenu. Because what actually happened, and we see this in Sefer Dvarim when this story is repeated, that Bnei Yisrael had come to Moshe and said, "Listen, we're about to go into a land we don't recognize it. Let's send people out." Right? And what Moshe did was he turned to Hashem. He said, well, is this a good idea or is this not a good idea? Should we send spies or not? Listen, Hashem said, I told you this is a good land. This land is a good land. I don't understand. Why do you need to send out spies to check out the land for? It's a good land. So he says, and this could be a big mistake when the spies go out, and it ended up being a big mistake. So Rashi understands shlachacha meaning on your own. This is your own idea. This has nothing to do with me. This is your own idea. The Sforno takes a different approach. Let's look at the Sforno. The Sforno is also on pasuk beis and also divrei maschel shlachacha, but right at the beginning. We're not going to do the entire Sforno, but we're going to do the beginning part of the Sforno. The Sforno says as follows: Shlachacha anashim al taniach sheishachuhem. Kamo shomer lasos b'amram nishacha anashim lefanenu. Shema yishachu adyotos bilti makirim shavach haaretz yisapu gnusam. Don't send these guys. Okay, don't let the people decide who to send, right? Because then they're going to send people that are not going to recognize how great the land is. In other words, it's not like you walk into Eretz Yisrael and you're like, wow, this land is great. I mean, it is beautiful. I'm actually standing where the Meraglim came. I'm standing, about a couple 100 meters away from Yericho. Pretty amazing, actually, if you think about it. I wish I could take the video outside. I mean, technically I could, but it would really disturb the whole green screen and everything else that's going on. You know what? Actually, why not? Is there going to be anything cooler than actually seeing what this is? Oh my gosh, now you're seeing behind the green screen. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go outside and check this out. We'll get ready for a lot of sunlight. But this is where Bnei Israel sent the spies. So they're going out to Yericho. Okay, now watch this be really fascinating stuff here, because then the green screen is going to show back up. But here we go. So Bnei Israel, actually, oh, look at that. Okay, hold on. Perfect. Okay, so Bnei Israel sent out there. It is a beautiful land. I don't know if you could see on the video how beautiful the land is. When you see it, it is actually it's actually pretty stunning. But maybe the average person wouldn't be able to recognize that. So Hashem says, in the idea of the Sforno, Shlachacha, make sure that you send the right type of people. So the machlokas between Rashi and Sforno is when it says Shlachacha, what is Hashem saying, this is your idea, I'm not suggesting this? Or is Hashem saying something else, where Hashem is saying that make sure you send the right type of people so that they don't come back with bad reports? Both ways we know that that what was supposed to happen didn't happen. Okay, now this is a great machlokas, great field trip we took out to Yericho, but the real chachma is going to come from your analysis, and I look forward to hearing it. Shalom.